I'm gonna try this again. For some reason, my app is the YouTube app is messing up on my phone. When I try to record a video through it, it slows down the video but not the audio. So it looks like I've done some old kung fu um, type of thing. Um, anyway, so I wanted to do a vlog. I'm trying to do more of those. And because I know a lot of people like those. And so all I got going on today so far, trying to remember what all I've said. I know today I kind of been tinkering around the house cleaning, and right now the rabbits are out playing, and I just washed my hair and put oil in it. I have got oh, what do you call it stuff? Coconut oil in my hair, because the older you get, like I have PCOS and I've had it since my early 20s, and it can make you like get an extra hair. Even in my teens, I started out with darkening of this hair, and it wasn't thick or anything, it was just darkening. But then in my early 20s, I started getting like a random hair that would poke up. It causes that, it causes discoloration of your skin. And it's so weird because it'll make you get extra hair in places you don't want them, but then it'll make you lose your hair, kind of like alopecia, in places you do want your hair to grow. And so I don't take care of my hair as much as I should. I dye it, and I never really put back any moisture. And I already have combination skin as it is. You know, I peel here and here. I peel here bad and all up in here. That's the thing about combination skin. You will have you'll have like flaky dandruff, not just up here, but all in here. It causes your skin to be super dry sometimes, but yet you have oily skin. Because oil isn't where your moisture comes from. It comes from like you drinking water and natural moisture in your skin. And I haven't been the greatest at drinking water and keeping my body properly hydrated to take care of my skin to begin with. So I am going to start working on that. I want to start taking more vitamins. I want to do some vitamin K, not vitamin K, but keratin. And then I want to take some vitamin E to put it back, because I know the older you get, you're losing more vitamins and things, and your hair thins out. I used to have super thick hair, and it would be poofy. And the older I've gotten, plus with the PCOS, I've lost a lot of hair. So it's like, I don't want to lose much more. I need to start taking care of it. So that's what I got going on with that. So right now we're sitting with a wet, slicky hair, letting it all absorb and everything. And then I watered my plants outside. I'm trying to grow some elephant ears. Oh, and then for my birthday's coming up. Virgo, September 10th is my birthday. And normally, since I don't really get out of the house and socialize much because I'm not from here, so it just got in the habit of never leaving the house other than for work issues, or like to see his mom and stepdad and sisters. Um, so other than that, I stay home. I haven't really made any friends. So on my birthday, I don't really do anything. We just go out to eat. That's it. I've never done many activities I think one year I went bowling or something, but I don't know anybody to really invite, you know. I don't have friends here, so it's just a little awkward. The few friends I do have, they're more, I guess, more partiers or drinkers, and I'm not really. I may have a drink, but I don't want to invite someone who may potentially get a little out of hand. And I don't know any people like me that are calm and can just drink a Coca-Cola or a tea and just eat. I haven't made enough friends. Like, I know people that are more acquaintances, I guess you say. I'm not tight with anybody here. I keep to myself and my husband. My husband's my best friend, so. Anywho, my friends are back in Alabama, so, and they can't join me on my birthday, so I was like, if I'm gonna eat on my birthday and that's all I'm gonna do, what place can I go to that I've never been to before? Because where I live is way out in the country, and the few places that are close by, I mean, I've lived in Texas now since 2011, so I pretty much ate at every single one of these places at some point in time, whether it be for my birthday, his birthday. So I'm out of options, and I hate going into Houston, but if I'm going to make a day of it, where could I go? So I've been following this guy, Mikey Chin, off Strictly Dumpling, and because I love Asian food, and he's Asian, so he does too. And oh, my leg itches. So I was like, I'll go to him for some ideas. And I was thinking about either seafood or dumplings. And first I was gonna do dumplings, then I was like seafood, and then now I'm like, you know what? Hot pot. Let's do hot pot. I have never had a hot pot. I have had a dumpling, not at a dumpling house, but at a place that had some dumplings. So I have done it before. I do eventually want to go to an actual dumpling house, but I don't know. It just clicked today finally. After 2 to 3 months of researching places to try that I've never tried before and watching reviews. Love YouTube for reviews because I like to see the food. I like to see facial reactions. I like to see how they describe it and then compare it to other people who have described it that have also ate there. So he was doing this review on a place in New York, but it's a hot pot. And I was like, you know what? I bet Houston, it's about an hour or so away, but I bet Houston has got something like that. Houston's got everything. So I looked, and sure enough, there's a place called 75 Barbecue and Hot Pot Buffet. So it's like a hot pot buffet, but then it's also got barbecue. And it's interactive, meaning, of course, the hot pots, from what I've seen and learned throughout people's videos, obviously that's already interactive itself because they bring you the stock, they ask you what vegetables you want in it, and you put like green onion or pepper and jalapeno and onion, and then you pick out what meats you want. That's why it's in buffet style. Some places just have a list a la carte, and then some places it's just on the buffet so they don't have to ask you. You just go look and pick out which ones you want. And then you bring it on a plate to your table, and then you take each meat and dip it in the hot pot. You don't just dump it all at one time. You want to take a few things and dip it in there, and then that way you can try each thing individually cooked in that juice and your seasonings, and apparently it's really good and it looks really good. So I do want to try that. And then the grill, it looks like you grill your own food at the table, and I like that because I can be in control of the temperature, how far along it's cooked, but they can just, refill my drink, and if I need anything, they're there. So, and then I can leave and they clean it all up. So that's cool. Because otherwise you can cook at home for yourself, but it's kind of cool because it's their dishes, they're clean. But, so yeah, if you're around Houston, not this coming weekend, but on the 7th, next weekend, the next one, I think that's pretty much, 100% sure that's where I want to go. It just matters that, as long as the creek don't rise and Lord willing, nothing goes wrong, that's where I want to go for my birthday. So if you're in Houston, tell me happy birthday. If you happen to be there, say hello, hug me. If you want to celebrate my birthday with me. Again, because I don't have friends there. So that's what I'll be doing. And then afterwards, I have been thinking, I don't really like cake. I hate icing. However, some icings, like on donuts, are different, and I'm not really big on donuts, but I did find a place when I was looking into doing tiramisu or some kind of thing that's just different, again, from here, because locally here, our bakery is going to be at our grocery store, Kroger, or H-E-B, and I wanted something fresh and good, and normally I do tres leches because I love that cake, but here they do it more traditional where they put the fruit on it. I hate fruit on my cake. But it's been a while since I've had a donut. Again, I don't eat sweets often. I only save it for like holidays. Because if I'm going to have it, it's going to be whipped cream based anyway. But I've been hankering for one, and I saw these gourmet styled donuts, and one had like bacon on it. And bacon and banana or something, and I was just like, okay, that kind of looks good. and everybody can get their own flavor. No one has to eat the same flavor I'm eating. And so I found a place called Penas. I think that's how you say it. Penas or apostrophe S. And it looked really good. And I was like, that's what I want to do for dessert. So I just want to make a day of it and go around noon to Houston. I want to go eat at the hot pot and then celebrate instead of buying a cake dessert at Penas. So that's the plan. And that's my update. Tonight for dinner, I didn't eat lunch today. I did eat breakfast. I ate chicken for breakfast. I just ate a piece of chicken for breakfast. Naked. I guess it was grilled. It was one of those already grilled in a bag, ready to go. Just thaw it out, heat it up in the microwave. I didn't feel like making myself anything, but I have to put something on my stomach, so I heated up a piece of chicken and just ate it with A1 sauce. I love ketchup, but I'm trying to not eat sweet ketchup all the time, so I chose A1. So for dinner tonight, which I'd rather eat my main meal for breakfast, but I didn't today. So for dinner tonight, I'm gonna make more chicken breast, but fresh in the oven. Just plain baked chicken with cauliflower. But the cauliflowers are gonna be boiled and then made into like mashed potato style. They're gonna be mashed and then topped with shredded cheese and bacon. And I was doing these freshly meals, and it's under 300 and something calories to do a piece of chicken or some kind of meat with the cauliflower mashed potatoes. And I was like, that's perfect. So I forgot what kind of meat it was. I don't know if I was getting, I think I was getting meatloaf, and that's fattier than chicken plain. So, yeah, the cauliflower mashed potatoes, because I love mashed potatoes, and I thought that's what I was eating that day that I got the freshly boxed. And when I looked at the ingredients and it ended up being cauliflower, I was surprised. I was like, wow, because I never ate cauliflower before then. I was pleasantly surprised. And it's way healthier. So I was like, that's what we're going to do. So this week for dinners, we're doing chicken and loaded cauliflower potatoes. So that's that. And I might get Sim Squatch to review, again, that beer that I told him he should try sometime. We just haven't picked it up yet. Haven't really got it. We have beer here, but it's the same stuff we've had for over a month. Honestly, it's probably expired by now. Because, again, we just don't buy stuff on the regular. But it'll probably still get drunk. It'll just be a while because it's probably skunked. I don't know if girly beers really skunk, but they do probably go flat. But again, they're in a can, so you never know. But I was surprised by one of the girly beers that we actually have that got better over time, even though it was expired by a month or so. It actually got better. It got sweeter. So, whatever. I'm back. I accidentally hit the end button when I was about to say bye, and I was like, well, rude. And then I remembered I wanted to add something. I have been seeing a lot of people try these Popeyes sandwiches, and it tickles me because months and months and months ago, me and my husband, we already had been telling people on Facebook and everything, wow, Popeyes has really good sandwich. Like, this is like almost, if not as good as Chick-fil-A. Granted, in a different way. Don't get me wrong. Chick-fil-A's 10, perfect. Don't mess with the recipe. Popeyes, perfect. Don't mess with the recipe because it's in its own way perfectly good. The reason why is because it's simple. Buttered bread, just mayonnaise, just pickles and the meat, just like how, Chick-fil-A does theirs. But it's the way that they're doing their chicken batter. Popeyes, even though it's not the flavor of Chick-fil-A's, and it's got that little sweet, Chick-fil-A's has that little bit of sweet, but we forgive Chick-fil-A having a smaller patty because that flavor's on point. But then Popeyes comes, and theirs is also a 10 equally just as well because their patty is a little thicker and it's crunchy. That crisp is on point. And then theirs is that little spice. So in their own way, they're good. And you can get Popeye's actual spicy one. Even though it's not supposed to be spicy, it's still a tad spicy because all the pepper on it. But then you can get the one that's actually called spicy, and it's, actually spicier. So they're both 10s. I don't understand why people are just now like making this a thing and doing all these videos, because it's been out for months. So it tickles me because now here it is over 3 or 4 months later, and I can't get any Popeye's chicken sandwiches because everybody and their mama is going to Popeye's, and Popeye's is selling out, and it's making me mad. It's like, we told you months ago. And it's ridiculous. All in my feed, all I see is nothing but suggested videos of mukbangs or mukbangs of Popeyes versus Chick-fil-A, and everyone comparing on video, and I'm just like, really? It's been out for a while, and all of y'all are just now jumping on this train. It's so aggravating, and there's no point in comparing because they're both 10s. They're both equally as great because of completely two different reasons. So, yeah, that's what my opinion is on that. But let me know what y'all think. Feel free to drop a comment. Don't forget to subscribe. Click the like button. Share. Tell everybody about this channel, please. Tell them I need friends and need people who want to talk to me and be interactive sometime, because I love talking to people and I love having something to talk about. If I'm shy in person, but on video it's a little different, and if you knew me in person, like, you could ask my friends, like, I love to talk. So I guess it's one way I work through being shy. So anyway, that's that, and now I can do a final actual see y'all later. So I will see y'all later, and